friends, welcome back to Earth to Mel Upcycling. I have a wedding in 1 week, so I am upcycling this dress that I thrifted. That is Free People. It's super heavy and it's really a beautiful fabric material. I love the way it drapes. What I do not like are these little side pieces right here. They are looking weird, so I'm gonna try to like sew and pin them up so they make the dress a little bit more form-fitting. And then this halter neck is hurting my neck a little bit since the dress is so heavy. So I really want to take these straps and make like long shoulder straps to help distribute the weight better. And then of course you can't wear white to a wedding, so I'm gonna be dyeing it hopefully a nice olive green color. Thanks for joining. Okay, y'all, I have the liner kind of pinned up to cover my girlies, and basically I'm just gonna try to pin this extra fabric along the seam line to know where I should cut, and then along which seam I should try to re-sew this once I cut it. This is a little difficult. Okay, that looks good. And we're just gonna try to do a little bit. And I don't want to make the dress does not have a zipper or anything, so I don't really want to make it too hard to put on. I just kind of want to snatch it up slightly to make it a little bit less intense. I'm trying to just get the extra fabric up and out of the way. Perfect. I'll do one more down here. I'll just try to follow suit on the other side. So that's how she's looking. So take this inside, chop it up, and then re-sew it along this line. Okay, y'all, I'm just gonna cut across the bottom of this line. I'm actually gonna pin along this just so I have somewhere to sew after, and it helps me guide the little lines better. Looks good, and we kind of have a line to follow. Here I'm just pinning the fabric to the seam line to help me feed it through the sewing machine. Let's go for it. We're just doing a little straight stitch around 7. But I'm dyeing the dress green, so that's why I picked out the red color. Oh my gosh, y'all. It feels murderous. And by the way, y'all, this is the tag. So you can see style, agent, the date, factory, season, sample, second proto sample. So it's a sample proto dress for Free People, and then I guess the same factory they make Anthropology and Urban Outfitters, but oh, that's cool. First iteration. It is not perfect, but I think it looks a lot better from the fit point of view. The sewing is a little messy. Well, I don't think it looks terrible, but it's not the best. Yeah, and you can see right here, like I pleat it forward. I think if I just do like one big pleat towards the back here, it would look so much better. Honestly, like the little ones don't look terrible. I may just do a bunch of little ones and see how that looks. But I just want it to look more coherent. So I pinned before I seam rip just to keep the fabric all together. Then to create the smaller pleats, I just did little folds of fabric and pinned them in place along the seam line that I would be sewing it to. And to sew them with the sewing machine, you just feed them right in and it will hold the pleat. Redone side looks. This part's still popping out, so I'll probably go through and just fix that. And then I went through and just basically rolled this under and pinned this just because it was looking on the side like it's just like a lot of extra fabric right there. So I am just going to like sew the underside so it just matches it up a bit. Looks a lot better. Like the little pleats actually really make it look a little bit nicer. Like on the side, I just need to go through and redo that. Okay, y'all, I did the same thing on the other side and fixed up the sewing. And now I am working on the straps. I ironed them just so that they were easier to work with and manage. Also, shout out Timmy's Takeout in the corner. So I flipped the dress inside out and measured each of the straps about 2 inches from the center seam line. Basically, I took the strap over my shoulder and measured out where it looked the straightest to get that 2 inches. Then I just pinned them down and sewed with a straight stitch. I repeated on the other side and I only did one straight stitch across the existing stitch line. Okay, y'all, this is the final sewing product. I think it turned out really well, basically cinching the sides of these and altering the top to, you know, make it look better, not have as much of that extra fabric. I think it makes it look a lot more flattering and it just looks a little bit more finished to me, honestly. And then I changed the straps from the halter to just plain shoulder straps, and it is so much more comfortable and I don't feel that pressure on my neck. And yeah, I feel like it's the perfect little boho dress. I'll be dyeing it now. Okay, to dye this, you take a bucket full of hot water. Oh, it's actually so hot. And so you submerge this, and I'm just doing this all quick to the box. I'm telling you, it's so hot. The Texas water here gets hot as. So this is the dye I'm using, and then according to directions, if you're using cotton, which I'm pretty sure this is made out of cotton, you should add some sea salt and then like 1 or 2 tablespoons of this. I'm definitely using more water than what was on the instruction, so I'm probably just gonna, you know, slosh it around. I think there's a lot more than this. And then the dye, which is scary. And it's cute. I feel like it's a really cute little color. I think I'm just going to use the whole thing. And then I just want to, this is synthetic dye, but I already had it. So I kind of wanted to just add a little splash in there. And then we're just going to mix it up. And then we're just going to add this straight in here. And we just mix it. And it says to keep it in here for 30 minutes to 60 minutes. Alrighty. And then every once in a while, we just come out here and stir it. I'm gonna leave it in here for the full hour. So this has been in here for about an hour. She's looking nice and dark and beautiful. I think it's really gonna finish the look. So I'm going to dump the water, and then it says use this Color Stay dye fixate. So I have rinsed it until it runs clear. I'm doing the bucket method. Use half a bottle with 3 gallons of the hottest water. So I'm just gonna move this like off to the side while this comes in because I don't want to pour this directly on the fabric. I'm just gonna use all of it. I'm gonna mix it, and the rest is put in there, and it says just to put it, oh no, The water only needs to be as high to cover up the fabric. After you do this for 20 minutes, you dump and then you rinse with cool water, and then I'm gonna wash it. I may just wash this in the laundry machine on the hand wash function with Castile soap, since Castile soap is like the best thing ever. I didn't record anything for the washing, but after I did that hand wash function, I threw it in the dryer on a low heat, and that was it. And this was the final result. This was a beautiful trail right next to our little treetop Airbnb. I got a few compliments on the color and the actual dress, and I loved it so much. Thanks for joining.